Previously on Danganronpa V3. I came to the hallway. A scene more surprising than I could ever imagine unfolded. Really? What? What the fuck?
It's a lie!
I got you! Oh my god! Now back to a new killing game. Hello! This is NicoB. Back with some more Danganronpa V3. We last left off, we began uncovering clues behind Angie's death, only to have Tenko die in the fucking midst of it. God damn it, Tenko! How dare you distract us from Angie's investigation by getting yourself killed at the same time! But yes, during the seance, Tenko was killed, and yeah, you know, when I really look back, there was a lot of, she raised a lot of death flags. She was like, don't worry guys, we're gonna get out of this, and Himiko, I love you too. Okay, good, you finally come to appreciate me. Don't worry everybody, I'll see you all when this seance is over. See you all later, bye! Who could have seen this coming? But yeah, I'm very unsure about this one, honestly. I definitely don't feel nearly as confident as probably even the last case. I mean, the last case I wasn't totally sure it was Kurumi, but I feel like a nice little inkling. This one, I'm really not solid about. I have some ideas, but I also feel like they have cons as well. They don't really match up. By the way, I do want to say something. When I was looking through the comments, it seemed like a lot of people sort of took my criticism of Angie as me, like, as I hate her character and I don't like her anymore. No, I didn't mean like that. I mean, I realized that in the end, what she was doing was trying to keep us safe, but done in a very forceful and kind of obnoxious way, you know? I think what really kind of pushed my buttons for me was that she, one, was saying that we shouldn't try to leave, which I thought was just silly. You know, we're stuck in an environment. Yeah, we have food to eat and we're around quote-unquote friends, but there's always that lingering feeling as someone could die at any moment. So, you know, there's that, as well as these fuckers that want us to kill each other, but also the fact that she took the flashback line, shatter that, and I mean, it was just getting out of hand. I mean, I was finding her to be annoying, but I mean, I still don't think she's like a bad character. I don't hate her. She didn't necessarily deserve to die a painful, dumb death, but hey, at least, hopefully, that'll put an end to the cult after this trial. So anyway, I was actually looking through the handbook, and I think I might have come across a possible typo or mistranslation. So I was looking through the Monokuma file here, and it says down here, time of death was approximately 2 a.m. The victim was killed by a fatal stab wound to the torso. I was like, wait, what? The torso? Did I just miss that, like, completely? Like, was I brain dead when that moment happened? So I went back and I actually looked back at when we reviewed the Monokuma file a couple episodes ago, when we first got it, and no, we said then that she was killed by a stab wound to the back of the neck, which is what I thought I remembered us saying. Just like, you know, it did with Tenko. So, how did it get changed to being a stab wound to the torso here? I don't know, somebody's wrong. I think it's probably this right here, and it's actually a stab wound to the neck, because it's supposed to be the same as Tenko's, I think. But god dang, it does seem like there's quite a few, mistranslations and typos in this. Hell, in the first few minutes of the game, we had a typo right in the, like, intro cutscene. That's the thing about these frickin' studios, man. You know, they do the localizations, but a lot of times it feels kind of half-assed. Why is it then that the studios with all the money end up making lots of mistakes like this, but then people who, like, do it completely for free, like fans of the series, they get it and they do it totally right. There's, like, not a single typo throughout the entirety of it. I don't think I remember, like, more than maybe one typo in that, the first Danganronpa I played, which was the fan translation. And every ultimate was called the Super Duper High School something. I remember I had a hard time transitioning out of that. Okay, well anyway, that aside, I was trying to think, okay, there's obviously a significance to the blood that was underneath the floorboards, right? And the fact that Kokichi had fallen through the floorboards and hurt his head. So I was trying to think, okay, who was also under the floorboards and had hit their head and probably left that bloody mark that was down there that had dried over? Angie, she had lacerations on her forehead. So I'm thinking that it must have been her that was underneath the floorboards at one point, but I don't know why exactly. Also, I was thinking about what I was saying about Himiko. I was like, did Himiko kill Tenko? But when would she have had any preparation for this? So who was it that actually suggested that we go to these 3 empty rooms? I actually went back, and it was Tenko that suggested that we go in there, and not just that, but also go into the center room. Oh, I don't know, that definitely, I think, adds to her suspicion. I'm thinking maybe, because we left her alone with Angie last night, so maybe she did something alongside Angie in the empty room, so she knew about something, right? Also, one of you guys pointed out the scythe was actually something that Angie had mentioned in her free time event. Remember, she said that, like, when someone was under duress or in distress or something, they would take a scythe and, like, stab it in the wall or something. I don't know if that suggests that that was her scythe or... I can't remember. Did we actually say that that thing was from... Well, yeah, it was a weapon from the Ultimate Assassin's Lab. I mean, I don't know. It does seem like a bit of too much of a coincidence that it wouldn't be possibly related to Angie. But I'm thinking that Angie went under there for something, and she hit her head and hurt herself. Because it actually says here, it says the forehead was not bleeding as much as it should, showing it wasn't a wound that happened at the time she died. It was something that happened a bit earlier. I think the bloody duct tape might be that she tried to stop the bleeding on her head by just sticking duct tape on there, because I guess she didn't have any supplies. Just try to walk that shit off. Oh, and also you guys have been pointing out, I've been calling it the Necromonicon. It's the Necronomicon. For God's sakes, Nico! Although a lot of you did say that would just seem like a bit of a missed opportunity for them to have called it the Necromonicon. Yeah, that was totally my intention. I was just pointing that out. Totally wasn't me fucking up my words, not at all. I don't really know for certain why the FGs were stuck upside down. Although I think what might possibly be, this is a little bit of a stretch though. Is that maybe to lock the door behind them, the person took the golden sword, stabbed it into the Kaide, and then spun it around so that when they left the room and closed it, the hilt of the sword hit the lock and used it to lock the door behind them. My only thing then, though, is wouldn't it also possibly spin back the other way and then unlock it again? Shuichi showed that it was pretty easy to slide it in, right? So it wouldn't take like a lot of effort. And we saw that there was gold on there. I assume maybe that was from their hands touching the sword, but it might actually just be from the hilt of the sword itself. Yeah, so he says the handle of the sliding lock moves at the slightest touch. So I'm starting to think that actually that sounds more viable then. Yeah, if it's really just doesn't take much of a touch to push it, then maybe that's why they stuck them all upside down. Maybe they did it to all of them to try to distract us. It's kind of like what Miyu said. Oh yeah, and this is the other thing. This is kind of like what I was kind of wondering about. So we brought Kibo's flashlight function as something. And I was like, how would that relate? But we were talking about how it was so dark under the floorboards. How could they have seen? Are we saying that like Kibo could have possibly done it? I mean, Kibo had left the room and he sounded like pissed off, right? But I can't imagine that he went next door and then tried to kill Tenko. That is like, why would he do that? Also, I feel like we would see it, right? If there were any light under there, we would have seen it from up above. What's throwing me off with Himiko, though, is I still can't really imagine her actually doing this, though. But I don't know. She'd also said before how she was like, I'm kind of like just done with everything, so maybe that's kind of what it's suggesting. I don't know, though. I will say that when the salt was drawn, there was also a very clear line along the side of the board that Tenko was on, so I don't know if they could have used that in some way to find out where Tenko was from underneath the floor. Because I think it's pretty clear that they came underneath and stabbed her from beneath the floorboards. Like popped out and stabbed her and then went back down. I think the sound was someone maybe falling through the floorboards trying to run back to their spot maybe. So maybe Himiko, or popping back out of the floor. I don't know. Seems like maybe Angie had cut this cross piece out. Maybe she needed it for her work or something, but I just don't know why this would be done if she was really under there. Oh, okay. I didn't realize from what Kokichi was saying. He stepped through one of the floorboards. That room also had a part of a cross piece cut off, the portion that supported the floorboard. Oh, the exact same thing in the other room. I didn't realize that. I thought he just slipped or whatever, like saying that it was easy to slip through the floor, but I didn't realize it meant the cross piece was also had been cut in that other room. Oh, okay. That's all the guessing I got. So, I think maybe it could be Himiko killed Tenko, but who killed Angie? I don't know. Maybe Kyo? I don't think it's also Himiko. I guess it could also be Tenko, but I don't know. It's very uncertain. Anyway, all right. Well, actually, wait. I gotta get my skills. So you guys told me about this supernatural phenomenon. While concentrating, the reticle will automatically move over weak points. I actually heard you guys say, though, apparently this is not very good if you're trying to hit V points. It's kind of weird. I mean, it sounds like it would help, but I think maybe it means like it'll move it over the word, but not the actual V point spot. So, all right. Well, in that case, I'll just leave it. Oh, these new ones? The focus gauge drains slower while concentrating and during fever time, and slowly recover the influence gauge while concentrating and during fever time. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Fine it. Oh, that's an expensive one. Actually, some of you guys say this one was pretty useful too, that you can let the cursor move freely, meaning you can rotate the blade like 360 degrees as opposed to, I guess, whatever it is normally. Damn, that is really expensive. All right, guys. I think I'm ready. Let's get started.
Last trial incision! God, I feel like I missed the entirety of this chapter.
Ahem. Now then, let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
Why do I do this every time? Why? Is it just habit? Like, you guys really forget by now?
During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is, and vote for who done it.
I just realized Ryoma's little sign is actually lower down than everybody else's. I guess because of how short he was.
Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate from this academy. Also, refusing to vote will result in your death, so you better vote for someone. Now, smiles, everyone! It's showtime! Let's get this crazy awesome trial underway!
Woo!
Sorry, everyone. I don't think I'm gonna be much help this time.
Yeah, you also missed the majority of this chapter.
Because of Monokuma's disruptions, I couldn't do a thorough investigation.
Don't lie to me, Kato.
I can tell Monokuma is overcompensating to hide his self-consciousness.
Next time, spend less time fixing your hair and more time investigating, spaceman!
Seriously, how the fuck do you get your hair to stay up like that?
Shut up! I don't need to hear some comedy act from you two weirdos.
Who did it? Who killed Angie and Tenko?
Do not let your emotions hasten your judgment. There may be two killers.
So, our other culprit might not be one of us here.
Why are you saying it like that, Tsumugi?
What do you mean?
The transfer student.
Ah!
Yeah, I knew that shit was gonna get brought up. We're gonna say it's fucking ghost came out and murdered the shit. May Angie's ghost came out and was like, fuck this bitch, die, Tenko!
Maybe our resurrected transfer student dragged Angie and Tenko into the grave.
Stop it! Stop making stuff up!
Say something, Shuichi. It'll be a mess if this keeps going on.
Wait, what the hell? What is Angie's sign? Oh, it's got little angel wings and a halo drawn on her. Woo! This 'cause I special. Oh, good. We did get sort of specialized, quote unquote X's for the people's faces. Why angel wings for her? 'Cause I was a little angel. Yeah, sure. Is it even possible for a revived corpse to be the culprit? Come on. Well, in the interest of being thorough, I should clear things up here. Okay, no lyrics.
This crime
The song,
was
so no
committed by
lying.
the recently deceased. They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
No! So, ritual did work?
Who was resurrected, I wonder?
Oh, the Necromonicon.
Angie
Right.
did say she was gonna bring Rantaro back.
Because it wasn't burned.
Rantaro was resurrected.
Yes!
The culprit is the late Rantaro Amami!
Yes!
Please, stop it!
Oh, for fuck's sake, I hate all of you. Were all those statements correct? Ritual did work? No!
That's wrong!
That's wrong, dumbasses! For fuck's sake, do I really even have to explain this to you guys?
I don't think Angie's ritual succeeded. According to the Necronomicon Monokuma showed us,
I called it the Necromonicon again, didn't I?
you have to burn the Necronomicon in the ritual.
After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution, be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times.
Then
If
snort
Angie's
it!
ritual had succeeded, the book would have been gone.
So she must have been killed before the ritual was complete, since the book was still intact.
Then, Gonta think Rantaro probably not culprit.
That avocado's still dead as doornail.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Well, duh. There's no way a dead person could resurrect.
Now hold on a second. I can't let that comment stand.
Have you seen what kind of crazy shenanigans I've used to kill these people? And you're saying that's impossible? That's where you draw the line, Blue Doggy?
Sure, everybody knows that you can't bring the dead back to life. But it's easy at the Ultimate Academy, as long as you use the Necronomicon.
What are you talking about? There's no way that's possible.
But it's true. I never lie about motives.
Would I lie to you, Kaido? I mean, would I? Seriously, would I? Because I don't know!
Daddy said so he can't be wrong. Raising the dead is totally possible.
Man, I can't believe you guys wasted such a perfectly good motive. You should have let me use it to bring Monodum back to life.
Monodum is still alive, though.
Not for long. Actually, I'm pretty sure I'm probably gonna kill one of you two.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't waste a resurrection on Monodum's corpse.
Dude, are you fucking crazy? Have you seen Autumn's killing everybody? Why are you talking shit about him?
Oh? So resurrecting the dead was actually possible this whole time?
There's no way it's possible.
Guess we'll never know
What
now!
happened, idiots? Monokuma is trying to confuse us. Let's hurry up and find out who the Blackened is.
If our transfer student isn't the culprit, then blame falls to one of us.
Who? Who did it?
Step aside, Half Pint. I'll handle this.
Leave this to me and my tits!
I don't know about Tenko, but I'm pretty fucking sure Kyo murdered Angie.
Oh, okay.
What? Why?
What did I do?
Don't play dumb with me, creep show. I already know what happened.
Okay, no lyrics yet. Golufutana, Art Lab's front door, back to our
The
Kokishi's
culprit used a
lockpicking, and
katana to kill Angie,
Tsumugi.
and it was found in Kyo's research lab,
Okay.
which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke in, murdered the fuck out of Angie. Oh yeah, I'm a fucking genius!
Woo! Yeah, woo!
Is Kyo the really? Sorry. Angie had locked her. Okay, what is Tsumugi's account again? Angie had locked herself in the Ultimate Artist's lab since yesterday, working on the ritual. She would not unlock the door unless someone told her to. Okay, so it didn't break in. It's, yeah, Tsumugi's account.
Shit-eating worm. You went to the
I like how the lime there
broke
actually
in.
turns into like a worm. Boom.
That's wrong!
That's wrong!
No, Kyo would not have been able to enter Angie's lab. Isn't that right, Tsumugi?
Yeah. Before Angie locked herself up in her research lab, she said she wasn't going to open up for anyone but student council members.
And Kyo is not a member. She wouldn't have opened the door for him.
Kyo couldn't have killed Angie even if he wanted to.
I had no desire to kill her in the first place.
I mean, she was a little annoying, but come on. So are all of you.
So whoever killed Angie must have been one of the student council members, yeah?
I was doing a bit to lead you to the right answer. Can't believe you actually got it.
Oh, how clever!
Gotcha immediately buys it.
You can just ignore her, Gonta.
The remaining student council members are Gonta, Kibo, Tsumugi, and Himiko.
Well, it can't be Himiko. She was besties with Angie. I trust their friendship. You guys do too, right?
Right. I gotta say, it does seem like the person voice acting Kokichi is having a lot of fun with the role. Honestly, how could he not, though? I mean, this is a pretty fun role.
Yeah, of course.
Can you
Friendship.
trust their friendship so readily?
Obviously. Let's believe in them.
Come on, guys. It's all hold hands. It's all hold hands. And remember, Angie and Tenko, everyone's favorite characters in the entire game. Dude, Himiko looks fucking ready. She's ready to wreck shit. Finally, she's emoting.
That trims our list of suspects down to 3. Gonta, Tsumugi, and Kibo.
Okay.
The culprit is one of those 3 people.
You mean one of those 2 people? Because a robot ain't people, Jack!
I will let that remark slide. Anyway, aren't these accusations just a tad too hasty?
Because you gave me a robot boob job earlier.
What ifs? The culprit should confess already. Gonta, Keyboy, or Tsumugi? Well,
No, not Gonta. Gonta would never kill Angie.
Yeah, Gonta's a gentleman. You shouldn't suspect either of us.
Hey, stick up for me too.
Gonta definitely not hurt anyone. Torture Gonta if you don't believe.
Oh, God.
Torture might be a bit too far, but Gonta and I aren't the culprits.
Yep, doing one of these again.
And I'm not the culprit either. Gee.
Jeez.
I'm not the
We're
culprit.
not the culprits.
All right. Lab, back door, Kokichi's lockpicking, Necronomicon,
There are other possibilities.
Tsumugi again.
Surely there must be suspects
Gonta would
outside the
not
student
betray
council.
student council.
Oh, he was yelling real loud, okay.
A dead chick can't be
Gonta
the
and anyone
culprit.
can open that door.
Why?
only student council members had
Late
access.
at night.
Only student council members.
Ask
I
my
didn't know
friends if
robots
Kyo
told
doubt
boring
Gonta.
lies.
But it's definitely not
Is
me.
that a robophobic remark?
Calm down. No one else is allowed in.
Possibility.
I
Surely
think it
there
might
must
be.
be suspects outside the student.
Not just anywhere, yeah.
Why?
Only student council members had access.
Here we go. Boom!
I heard it.
I heard you, Kokichi! Oh, did you?
No, it wasn't just student council members that could have opened that lab door.
What was it you said earlier about Kyo opening the door, Shuichi? Unless you're a student council member, you can't enter Angie's lab, right?
I was referring to Kyo. He couldn't have done it, but you could have.
With your weird lock-picking hair.
Because I saw you open the classroom lock by picking it.
Oh yeah, I forgot I could do that. I'm such a silly nugget. Kokichi pulled out some thin needles and stuck them in the keyhole of the lock. Hey guys, look what I can do! Ta-da! There, open says me.
Oh, that happened? I totally forgot.
So you're going to pretend you don't remember, huh?
Quit glaring at me like that. Of course I remember. Yeah, I did it. I killed Angie.
You know, I gotta say, the further we got into this game, I've begrudgingly begun to like Kokichi more and more, which is like, I'm like, I kind of hate myself for it though. It's kind of like when you're in an abusive relationship, you know the other person's bad for you, but you keep coming back anyway. That's kind of what I feel about Kokichi. It's like, I know he's bad for me, but goddamn, he's just so fucking funny, man. I just keep bringing you right back, Nico. I can't bring myself to hate this little shit. Huh.
Wait, what? What did you just say?
Yep, she's dead. I totally did it.
I picked the lock to her lab, snuck into the room, and then wham! Killed Angie. The culprit was me, all along.
He's like, yep, it was me all along. Now, behold! He rips his face off, and it's just the same face right underneath the mask. Nothing changes. Nah, that was a lie. I prepared this fake mask of my own face in preparation for this one dumb joke. All right. Anyway, that's all for me tonight, guys.
What are you saying? Is this some kind of joke?
Nah, no joke. I thought that if I confessed, I could atone for my sins. And it helped. I feel so much better. Whew!
Wow, that was the easy trial.
So Kokichi really is culprit?
No.
No, he's lying. I think. Maybe?
He's lying. I'm certain of it.
No, definitely not a lie. I killed Angie. Shouldn't you guys believe the culprit when they confess?
Then let me ask you, culprit. How did you lock the room?
Huh? Well, it's the same as opening it. You pick the door closed from the outside.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Huh? What doesn't make sense? Can't you lock a door by picking it?
Maybe, but that's not how the culprit locked the room.
Yeah.
They used a different method.
What different method? Yeah, Mumbles. Use your big boy voice and explain yourself.
Shut your tits, Miu.
There were 2 doors to the classroom, and the one locked last was...
Why do I have to stand next to you? Was the back door.
That's it! The back door. That's how they made this a locked room mystery.
The back door had a sliding lock, yes? How was it locked from the outside?
The culprit used a certain tool.
The tool that the culprit used to lock the sliding lock from outside was... Oh, mine! Alright, mine! Oh, there it is. Or this one right here, yeah. Ah! Alright, there we go. Boom, easy! I see it! Yep! Looks like I was fucking right, yeah!
The gold leaf katana that was stabbed into Kaede's effigy. The culprit used that to hit the knob of the sliding lock to lock the door.
So the gold leaf was on the sliding lock
Because when the katana hit the lock, some of the gold leaf rubbed off on it.
Yeah, okay.
The gold leaf on that katana did peel rather easily.
That evidence rings a bell. Specifically, a school bell.
Wait a minute! Am I in a reboot? Oh, you guys!
Huh? Are you talking about a different school? What school was it?
Shut up, guys! Leave the fourth wall breaking to me!
Now, that doesn't matter anymore. Let's not dwell on the past.
Or maybe it never happened at all!
Ooh, the gold leaf landed on the sliding lock when the katana touched it. So that means the culprit used the katana to move the sliding lock, right? But wait, how did they move it with the katana? And from outside Angie's lab?
The clue that might give us the answer is the layout of the area itself. It was an odd setup after all. The katana stabbed into the effigy. The effigies hung upside down.
Angie didn't do that as part of the ritual?
No. Nowhere in the Necronomicon did it say you had to hang the effigies.
If it was not part of the ritual, then it must have been for a different purpose, right?
Different purpose. Could that have been? What I was just fucking talking about! Culprit somehow used the setup to lock the room. In that case, I need to know the reason behind every step of that setup. If I do that, the way the culprit locked the room should be clear. Oh, psyche taxi already, okay. Here I go, guys. Time to drive in my brain. Ah! Gotta grab them letters. What? Turn the handle of the sliding lock. Thinking time. The katana's hilt. Here we go. Boom! Get in my car.
Oh yeah, baby.
Kaede, I'm over you. I've now decided I'm gonna be picking up hookers on the side of the road. I've turned into a serious rebel. I see a river, guys, in the desert! Oh my god, it's not just a river, it's a water park in the desert! They said I was crazy to make a water park in the desert. Well, you know what? Well, fuck you. So what if all that water could be used to save the wildlife out here? No, I'd rather slide on it. What was done to make the katana turn the lock? Stabbed into the effigy, sliding lock was tampered with. Stabbed into the effigy. Boom! Alright. Yeah, so it was spun. It does seem like, though, it couldn't also easily have rotated backwards and hit it, but I guess, I don't know, I guess it stopped. And, you know, knocked it back out of it and unlocked the door again. Ah, get out of my blooming way. How is the effigy manipulated to make the katana affect block? Alright. I feel like the other two parts we already knew, so this is really the only question it should have been asking me. Spinning it, swinging it back and forth, making it fall. Gotta give it a spin, baby! Boom! Ah, yes! Perfect! Gotcha!
That's it. The reason the culprit stuck the katana into the effigy
Fuck yeah, call that one.
was so that it would hit the sliding lock as the effigy spun.
Whee!
Effigy spun?
That's right. If you spun the effigy, the rope it was hanging from would twist.
Yeah, whoa!
Then, if you let it go, the rope would unwind and the effigy would spin the other way. And of course, the katana would spin with it.
I see. So the culprit used the katana's counterspin to push the lock into place?
Actually, you know what I think about it? I think the way the rope was tied up with it tied to two legs, it would actually be a lot less likely to spin back the other way. If it were just a single, like, if we're holding on to like one single part of rope, then it would be likely, but the fact that it's got two on each leg, it actually, I think it would make it considerably less likely.
The culprit simply needed to spin the effigy's rope, and then swiftly leave. This would cause the spinning katana to hit the sliding lock. And thus was the back door of an empty classroom locked from the inside.
Yes.
Clever.
That's how Angie's lab was locked. By using the effigy with the katana.
A plan born from the heart of a sword traveling through the air to intercept us.
Ah.
Oh, but could it have moved the slide lock so easily?
Yes!
The sliding lock was pretty loose. A little push could move it. As long as the spinning katana hit the lock, it would have slid into position.
Even if the culprit failed the first couple times, they could keep trying until it locked.
Which is why the culprit chose to strike at nighttime, as to avoid detection.
Yes, since the student council prohibited anyone from walking around at nighttime.
Yeah, so much for that fucking plan, huh?
Are you saying it's the student council's fault?
Yes!
I didn't say that.
In any case, the culprit probably used the murder weapon for this trick.
Damn, Himiko is really PO'd.
It had to have been the right length to hit the sliding lock from the effigy.
The culprit couldn't find a blade long enough in my lab, so they settled for the katana.
The other effigies were only hung up so we'd think it was some kind of ceremony.
Right.
That way, you wouldn't notice the lock trick.
Booyah, Grandma!
But Kokichi did say earlier that he could have picked the lock closed. I don't want to completely ignore that possibility. But I can't imagine the culprit would have done all this just for a distraction.
If that's the case, then Kokichi's confession earlier was actually...
Yep!
Seriously? You fucking lied again?
God damn it, Kokichi!
I know, ain't I a stinker?
Cough it up, Kokichi!
Oh, man. You guys got me. Okay, I'm not the culprit.
God, I was so looking forward to getting executed.
You're telling the truth this time, right?
I want to say I'm lying, but I'm not.
Why did you say you were the culprit?
I wanted to lure the culprit out. If I claimed to be the culprit, then the real culprit would agree as well. You get me? And if they pressured me to confess, then that would have looked mighty suspicious. Sheesh. Darn it. It didn't go my way because Shuichi butted in on my plan.
No, it's because your plan sucked to begin with. Psh.
You and your fucking lies! Go sit in the corner and play with yourself!
Well, I watch!
Okay, I'll start right now.
Alright, so who's the asshole who set up this locked room mystery?
Mew, I can't hold it up anymore.
Oh my god!
Fine, I've come over there and fix it for you. God damn it! Thought you could be a big boy and do yourself, but nope, just gotta leave it to me and her big old fat titties. Come here, boy!
Ah, Jesus Christ! Can we get back to what we were doing before?
What's the matter? You going soft on me now?
Ah, stop! Just stop!
Who made the locked room mystery doesn't matter, since anyone could have done it. Don't you even understand something as basic as that, you filthy cum dumpster?
Oh my god! Oh my god! This is by far the most foul Danganronpa 2. Like, seriously, the shit that they say in this. And it's pretty much all because of both Kokichi and Miyu.
Cum dumpster!
Oh, yeah!
Finally! Someone finally called me a cum dumpster!
Oh my god, fuck, really? Yeah, I think we're starting to turn into a hentai now. Oh hey, did they change the artwork in the back on the windows, or is it the same one? With the mosaic filter.
What should we talk about now?
What cum dumpster? And then we go into a long, in-depth discussion about what a cum dumpster is. Well, you see, Gonta, cum is a slang term for semen, and a dumpster is a large container for which you put your trash into. So what he's saying, okay, hold on, this is getting confusing. I'm gonna get a diagram out. Okay, so you see,
What the fuck is this game? What are we doing, guys? I mean, I'm all for fan services. This is getting a little ridiculous.
We must focus not on the locked room, but on who entered Angie's lab. Only one of the student council members or Kokichi could have gained entry. Therefore, the culprit must be among their number.
That leaves us with 4 suspects. Tsumugi, Gonta, Kibo, and Kokichi.
Don't forget Himiko. She's also a part of the student council.
yeah.
Doesn't matter if she was besties with Angie, she's still a suspect.
That contradicts what you said earlier, which I can prove using my recording function.
It's fine. It's just a waste of time.
But I wanna.
A suspect? I never kill Angie!
So, calling
Take a
all
maybe.
suspects, what should we discuss next?
Ah.
I want to hear everyone's opinion. What would you say to get yourself off the suspect list?
Why are you trying to lead the debate? You're a suspect too.
Silence, outsider. Only the suspect rangers are allowed to speak.
Oh my god.
Suspect rangers?
Go Team Venture!
I agree. Those under suspicion should explain themselves thoroughly.
We might catch them with their pants down!
And the dick's hanging out, just like me.
Anyway, I want to ask the suspect rangers. What should we talk about? What should we say to get ourselves off the suspect list?
I'll be the Red Ranger.
Well, guys, I want to hear what you think.
That's sort of a difficult question, you know?
Gonta not smart enough to know answer to that.
Yes, it is difficult to formulate a logical response to that question.
Himiko's just like, fuck you, Kiki! Whoa!
Not articulate with words, huh? Don't you guys want to prove your innocence?
They don't trust you one bit, and I don't blame them. You're probably plotting.
Why did Tenko have to die?
Oh.
Huh?
I want to know what happened to Angie too, but... Can we talk about Tenko's case now and not just Angie?
I got you exactly where I wanted, Himiko.
What do you mean?
The two victims could have been killed by two separate murderers, you know. So we need to find the first blackened responsible for the first victim. We gotta figure out who killed Angie. Until we solve Angie's case, Tenko's case is meaningless.
Who gives a shit about Tenko anyway, alright? Nobody liked her, right guys? Nobody! She had no redeeming qualities whatsoever. I don't give a shit about all that awesome stuff she was doing at the end. Now she's protecting Himiko and trying to be a nice person. But all we really give a shit about is the creepy crap she was doing earlier, right? None of that weird shit like she was about to fucking molest her. Yeah! Nobody liked her! Woo! Kokichi, calm down. I'm sorry, I think I'm getting a little bit of like a trial high. And you guys have that? Oh, I get that all the time! I see, yeah, he gets it. Monokuma understands me.
Did you suggest that to waste our time?
It's not meaningless!
Oh. Himiko?
Tenko's death was meaningless? How dare you!
See, this is why, like, she does really seem torn up about it, so it makes me go, could she really have done it then?
Poor Tenko! How could you do this to her?
Aw.
Himiko.
I'm actually happy to see that she did seem to, at least if she really didn't do it, didn't kill her, then she does seem to care about her.
Himiko, stop it with your crappy lies.
Lies?
Oh.
Everything you said is total BS.
Oh.
You didn't give two shits about Tenko when she was alive.
Oh.
But now you're like, oh no, poor Tenko, after she's dead. Come on, really?
Kokichi, enough!
Ooh, interesting. Oh, Kokichi calling her out. Yeah, I was actually starting to buy it. Well, maybe he's right then.
No. It's okay. It's no surprise he'd think that. I know I ignored Tenko before. That's why I'm so upset now. I should have faced Tenko. Worked things out with her while she was still alive. But now, it's too late. I can't complain to her or thank her. It's too late.
Yeah, seriously. It's way too late to realize that now. Our only option is to face her death head on.
Yeah. Face her death?
Himiko, I understand what you're going through. So I'm gonna help you out. Let's work together to find the truth. I'm not gonna let anyone say her death didn't matter.
Kaito,
Himiko's coming out of her shell a bit.
I'll put a silencing curse on whoever calls Tenko's death meaningless.
And then I'll cause their organs to explode from the inside out.
Oh, holy shit. Well, all right. That escalated quickly.
The name of the curse is Death Curse.
Death curse.
I suppose being dead would silence someone pretty good.
I'm gonna stab you right in the back of your neck.
Listen up.
May not want to phrase it like
All you guys
that.
are gonna help out too. Abandoning someone who died and only thinking about your own survival. That's just as bad as a hit and run. I won't forgive something so messed up.
That's uber lame.
Tenko was our friend. Going to want to know why she died too.
I kind of had a feeling we would probably go back and start with hers and then work over to Angie's. Seeing as Angie's is the one we're most focused on, so.
I already told you that's so unnecessary. We're getting sidetracked here.
No, even if it was a different culprit, we need to know how Tenko died. If we don't find out who killed her, we won't be able to work together. Not now, not ever. Even if this trial isn't for her, in order for us to survive, we need to get to the bottom of Tenko's death. Not just to survive this trial, but so we can keep going and live on!
Yeah, who's with me? Kaido. Kaito!
Finally, you noticed. Jeez, you're so slow.
Huh? Did Kokichi want us to notice?
Don't listen to his crap. We haven't decided whether there were two different culprits yet.
Let us talk about Tenko's case then.
Tenko.
Perhaps that will provide us a clue.
Yeah, maybe.
They're not wrong, but I don't mind going over Tenko's case. But that was an abrupt change of topic. Was that intentional?
So what do we talk about first?
Referring to who? Himiko was the one that steered us away from it. Kyo did seem to agree with it. And Kokichi definitely, well, Kokichi said it was a waste of time. Kaido helped with that too, though, so, okay. That's 3 people.
For now, let's see if we can narrow down the list of suspects.
Crotch probably got killed during the seance, so everyone there's suspicious.
Tin Crotch!
Ten Crotch?
Oh my god! The people who attended the seance. People who attended the seance. I gotta remember who they are. Yeah.
That's it!
That's it!
It was me, Kyo, Himiko, and Kokichi.
I don't know, maybe are we trying to say Kibo maybe killed that? Fuck me, I don't know. I'm really unsure about this one. Because well, the way we're making it sound, it makes it sound like it didn't happen during the seance or happened like just maybe before we actually started singing it happened. And the sound of them falling was them going to the other room and then falling to the floor there. But then we would have heard Kokichi fall through the... just keep
so
going.
those 4 are the culprits!
Oh, Himiko's still culprit?
Well, that's probably just a coinky-dink. The most suspicious out of the 4 is really Kyo. He suggested the whole seance idea.
Okay.
True, I may have suggested it, but I explained the procedure beforehand, yes? If we all knew of it before the murder, then we are all equally suspicious.
Well, I suppose, but...
You were really excited about it, Kyo. You wanted to do this.
In addition, the seance wasn't entirely in my control either. I was not the one who selected the room we performed it in.
Yep.
It was Himiko.
However, there are three empty rooms. Which one shall we use? Yeah.
The middle room. The middle room's always best for stuff like this.
Yeah. Very well. I shall begin the preparations at once.
Oh, right.
Also, we should not limit our suspects to only those who participated in the seance. The empty room had a point of entry from outside, you see.
Right. Point of entry from outside. He must be referring to... hole in the floor. Hole in the floor. Hole in the floor.
You're talking about under the floor, right?
Huh? Under the floor?
Yes, there's a crawl space under the floor a person can move through. There was also a hole that connected it to the neighboring room.
If the culprit used the hole, they could have entered and exited the seance room.
If we consider that possibility, then there is another suspect.
Saying Kibo, right?
Another suspect? Who?
It's appearing before me. Oh, I can see it clearly. The true identity of Tenko's killer.
I can see clearly now. Oh. Oh, here we go. Lying time. Case child, marker stone, loose floorboard, hole in the corner. Keep those flashlight
The culprit
function.
sneaked in during the seance by crawling under the floor.
But it was pitch black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Ah, yes, the flashlight
Because
function.
it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light.
Huh?
Light? You mean candle?
I mean, Kibo's flashlight function.
Kibo!
Now, hold on a second.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor and sneak into the empty room during the seance!
I said hold on a second.
He used his robot functions to commit the murders.
Hold on a second.
Hole in the middle, okay. So with a little light, he can move under the floor. Is that
The
possible?
culprit sneaked in during the seance by crawling under the
Secure floorboard.
But it was pitch
I don't think I can lie about
black
that.
during the seance.
Kibo's
How could they even
flashlight
see if they were
function.
under the floor?
flashlight's
Because it
drawbacks.
wasn't done.
So it's not quite as obvious for me, this lie here. Oh, there we go.
I'll reveal the truth.
Okay, yeah, that was it. Saying it drawbacks to it.
You gave Kibo his flashlight function, correct?
Okay.
Did you not notice?
I didn't notice what.
Can you not see, maybe? But, like, is that what maybe suggesting he can't also see while it's shining? It's hard to believe that Kibo is the culprit in this case. It's even harder to believe that this trial isn't being manipulated by someone. So even if I have to lie, I need to defend Kibo.
The drawback of the flashlight function that you added. It's so bright, even Kibo can't see when it's turned on.
Ah, yep.
I see. That bright, huh? Wait, what? There's no way a genius like me would make that kind of rookie mistake!
But you make mistakes a lot. A whole lot.
What? Say it to my face, huh? Come over here and fuck my titties and say that to me.
Hey! If you're gonna fuck me in front of everyone, at least buy me dinner first!
If he can't see, it doesn't matter how bright the area is. He couldn't move like that. So Kibo couldn't have been underneath the floor.
Is that true, Kibo? Is what Shuichi said true?
Come on, Kibo, play along. Please play along, you idiot. Kibo!
Well,
He's so bad at lying, he can't do it.
I'm so sorry. I just don't remember. Really, I'm sorry.
Whoop!
Ah, we get it already. Just turn it off. We're gonna go blind.
You don't remember? What does that even mean?
Well, Shuichi, trying to make a fool out of me, huh? Let me put on some makeup, cause I want to at least look pretty before you decide to fuck me!
That's
His voice cracked there.
Shuichi, I'm so sorry.
I cannot lie.
Seriously bright.
Ah, my lies! I can't see!
Wouldn't the light have shined through the gaps of the floorboard if it had been this bright?
Say it, yes. The hole.
yes. The culprit couldn't have used a light under the floor. Not even Kibo.
Okay, yeah, okay. At first I wasn't sure if that was an obligatory lie, but no, this now we're looped back around. So yeah, we're saying what I was saying before. There's no way the light could have shined through there.
Oh, they couldn't have?
Oh, for fuck's sake, come on, look at that typo. How the hell did that get missed? They couldn't have?
We were there after all. We would know.
But that's Kaede's lie, isn't it?
There was a hole near the corner of the room we were in, remember? If someone had a light under the floor, it would have leaked through.
Ah!
But when we did the seance, I'm pretty sure the room was pitch black.
That's right. We didn't see anything, so the culprit couldn't have used a light.
And just because I have a built-in flashlight function does not mean I am the culprit.
Nit.
I see. That was a flaw in my theory.
Jeez, here I thought this would be the case where the murder could only be done by a robot.
You have accused me of being the culprit more than once now, simply because I am a robot.
So I want to see you die, Kiba. I don't like you.
My status as a robot does not mean I am capable of performing superhuman feats.
Yes it does. Come on. You look at your promo artwork. I think you shoot lasers out.
My vision is somewhat poor, and I only possess average physical strength and intelligence.
All right, you made your point. God, now I feel sort of bad for you.
I neither want nor need your pity.
Eat light.
Enough with the flashlight. It's way too bright.
It would have been difficult to move around under the floor in that pitch-black darkness. Maybe the floor and the hole have nothing to do with this case.
No.
And why was floorboard under Tenko lined up funny? Going to think that was so culprit could stab Tenko from underfloor.
Ooh, Ooh, nice observation, Gonta. Are you finally getting used to the class trials?
Going to hate all of you now.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Don't say it like that. You're better off not being used to this kind of stuff.
Going to know true path to gentlemen now. To be an asshole.
Marked Tenko with glowing paint and looked for that. That
Yes.
would let the culprit find her. Then they could stab her through the floorboards.
It's hard to miss that bright pink neon blood of ours.
Boy, that sounds really familiar too. But I'm just gonna ignore it.
Oh, you guys are referencing old shit again. Wait. What was I referencing exactly?
Glowing paint. Oh, it sounds familiar. I don't remember though, to be honest. It was probably in the first game, because I really don't remember the first game as well. It's been so long since I played it.
Her corpse didn't have any trace of glowing paint, though.
Oh, yeah. So then why was that floorboard loose?
The loose floorboard was the one under Tenko, right? If the culprit used it while she was still alive, she'd totally notice.
Who fucking cares? Fussing over that won't get us closer to the culprit!
We shouldn't dismiss this line of inquiry, however. Instead of butting our heads against this, how about we concentrate on another issue?
What other issue?
Perhaps first, we should figure out how and when exactly Tenko was killed.
When? So not during seance?
Tenko was in the metal cage for the whole seance, wasn't she? How could someone have gotten to her there?
Maybe the culprit killed her before she went under the metal cage.
That's not possible. She was alive at that point.
She talked to us.
This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you.
Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over.
Yes, she was unmistakably alive when the seance began.
Well, she went under the floorboards herself and stabbed herself, then crawled back up there just to fuck with us. But no, I think I probably would have left a big, fat trail of blood.
That was right before we blew out the candles. But when the light came back...
Dead.
The floorboard was removed at that point, so it's likely she was already dead then.
So she was killed when the room was dark?
But she was inside Cage, right? Going to think it impossible to kill her then.
It's impossible!
Then she wasn't killed when the room was dark. It was a different time.
A different time?
How the fuck should I know? You figure it out, shitheads.
Huh?
Since Gonta said it was impossible, I'm proposing an alternate theory. Now hurry up and think! If you want to make my golden brain tingle, start circle jerking your limp dick brains!
Yeah! Woo! Round my face, baby!
Alright, no lie here. Marker stone, iron cage, white sheepdog, statue sickle into the floor.
When Tenko got killed, it wasn't during the seance.
It could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time. And she was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment Cage was lifted?
Like that.
Oh, what the fuck?
Cage lifted? Culprit stabbed Tenko real fast.
Yeah.
So fast, no one saw.
Yeah.
Oh my!
What the fuck?
So who lifted the cage?
It was me.
You did it.
Then obviously Himiko is the culprit!
There's no did it down!
What the fuck? Okay, well, I don't think I've had enough of me orgasming, so let's do that shit again. You're not being killed during the seance. Might not be impossible. There's no evidence for it. Okay, I think I'm just denying that Himiko could have done it by saying that the iron cage had blood on the inside of it. Or well, maybe the blood on the sheet. Actually, yeah, that's what I want to point out. The blood on the sheet. Oops. Okay, maybe not. Maybe it was okay. Maybe it was the crate then. No. Oh, here we go. Probably the moment the cage was lifted. Okay, I think I need to say there. There we are.
That's wrong!
It was the same idea,
No, it wasn't possible to kill her the moment the cage was lifted.
I just had to point it out there.
Because the inside of the white cloth had Tenko's blood on it. That cloth was removed before the cage was lifted. If Tenko was stabbed then, there wouldn't be blood on the cloth.
Right.
What? But how could my golden brain be wrong when it felt so right?
After that amazing orgasm I had, why?
The only possibility is that Tenko was killed during the seance.
I got your remodel right here!
Oh, god damn it!
No, we're not done yet, bitch!
Ah!
No, it's still wrong to think that Tenko was killed during the seance.
What?
I'm gonna prove it right now. My golden brain is gonna go all out!
Get ready to nut all over me, Shuichi!
Stop! Ah! Final showdown, true bullet. Okay, here we go. Tenko's last moments. Marker stone, loose floorboard, sickle
Tenko
under iron
died.
cage. What was her last moments? Tenko died in a crouched position. The injury in the back of her neck was deep, but probably not enough to kill her immediately. Okay.
After the seance, it happened when the sheet was lifted. That was the moment the culprit chose to stab the fuck out of Tenko through the cage! They stuck the thin blade through the gap, and that clean white sheet got stained blood red!
It's not
But
red,
the
it's
weapon
pink.
was a sickle. Only the blade could have fit through the gaps.
The blade's all you need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko. Sitting in there with her neck.
Oh, here we go. Shit! No, it is. Yeah, it's the crouch position. Okay, I see what you guys mean now about the being able to change the direction of your blade because you are sort of limited. But honestly, I don't think it's really necessary. I mean, as long as you hit each one every time. I forget that I don't actually need to like
Sitting in there with
knock down any truth bullets here or hit X to suppress anything. Oh, whoops. Okay, never mind. Oh, no, I have to. Okay, it's weird because they say she died in a crouched position here. But maybe we're trying to say Tenko had been crouched over with this on her forehead. I guess maybe that's more specific. It's gonna be that though.
It'd be long enough to reach Tenko. Sitting in there with her
There we are.
I'll cut through your words.
Again though, it's like because the other ones did say crouched too.
Wait just a minute. Tenko wasn't sitting down inside the cage. She was bent over with her forehead against the marker stone. And the cage itself was about 3 feet tall. The sickle's blade was too short to reach Tenko while she was in that position.
Then I messed up again? How could this happen? I am so embarrassed.
No worries, Mew. Everyone already knows you're an embarrassment to the human race.
Yeah, no worries.
No worries.
How embarrassing!
God, could you guys stop turning Miyu on for like 2
If
seconds?
Shuichi is right, then it's impossible for Tenko to have been killed through the cage.
She couldn't have been killed during the seance since she was in the cage, right?
If she was killed then, the cloth over the cage would have been pierced.
Not during the seance or from below the floor. Then it's impossible, isn't it?
Yeah, for a living person.
Oh my God.
Huh?
Here we go.
What if Angie's spirit killed Tenko?
I knew it.
What are you talking about? That's not possible.
We don't know that. Some things are impossible for a human, but not for a spirit.
It totally happened. I saw it, Kaido. Go surreal.
Don't say stupid stuff like that. Screw spirits.
Angie's ghost is right behind you, Kaido. Watch out. Ah!
Stop that now.
It's gonna hug me again.
Angie's spirit killed Tenko? Why?
Himiko?
Why would Angie's spirit kill Tenko?
What if Tenko killed Angie, and then Angie's spirit came back for revenge?
Like I said, that's impossible. Spirits can't be culprits.
Then explain how the culprit killed Tenko under these impossible circumstances.
Well,
This one's really got me good, though. This case. It's making it really tough for me. I can't tell if Himiko is lying or if she's... If it's not Himiko, then who would it be? I don't know.
See? You can't explain, can you? Only a spirit could have done that.
wait! I know! What if the culprit was hiding inside the cage? If they were in there, they could have stabbed Tenko during the seance.
It was Ryoma. Ryoma's the only one who could have fit in there. That's right. Still alive, bitches. Wow, I think I would have noticed when we dropped that cage down. Hey, Shuichi, go ahead and just lay me down right there on top of Tenko. Is that a side rolling? Shh. I gotta do this, man. I gotta do something. All right, I'm ready to live now. All right, Ryoma, I believe in you. Yeah, I don't got a ways to go anymore.
No. If there was someone else in the cage, we would have noticed.
I agree with Kaito. The culprit could have been inside the cage.
You do? How?
Nonsense. There was no space in the cage for the culprit to hide.
Maybe the culprit wouldn't need to hide in the first place.
What?
Also, the culprit could have killed her in the cage at any time. I think you know what I'm getting at, right?
Do I? The they she's referring to. Oh, fuck. Who could have killed Tenko from inside the cage? Oh! We're saying Tenko did to herself? Oh my god!
He is referring to Tenko herself.
Oh my god! She pulled. Is she saying we're saying she pulled a soccer on us? Why? Why would she? She seemed like she was good, right? And then she was ready to go out and do stuff with Himiko. So they seemed to patch it up. What? Why?
What did you say? Are you saying Tenko is the culprit?
She committed suicide.
Suicide?
If she committed suicide, it would explain a lot of things we couldn't figure out. She volunteered to be in a cage and then stabbed herself during the seance.
Dead!
It wouldn't matter how dark the room was.
But the sickle she was stabbed with was under the floor, right?
That's where she tossed it, so maybe she kept it on her. What? What? Why though? Like I thought it crossed my mind, but I was like, that just doesn't seem to make sense though. She didn't seem. I couldn't really imagine any reason why she would want to off herself. I don't know. Did she kill Angie and then she felt bad about it?
If Tenko had stabbed herself, wouldn't the sickle still be inside the cage?
Is that what that thud sound was? That she managed to like lift up the floorboards where she died?
Oh my god. Mew actually said something smart.
Oh my god. Oh my, that's my last name.
Perhaps that explains why the floorboard was removed. After stabbing herself with the sickle, she threw it underneath the floor.
So she took off the floorboard to get rid of the sickle?
Yes, that makes sense to Gonta.
And why would she try to hide it too? Like, why make things a pain for us so we could all die in the process?
Well, it doesn't make sense to me. There's no reason for Tenko to commit suicide.
Maybe I wasn't too far off with the theory I had earlier. You know, about Tenko killing Angie.
Yeah?
Eh?
Because Tenko and Angie were fighting for your attention, right?
Hey, Angie! What did you brainwash Himiko?
Tenko's pent-up frustration led her to commit such an atrocity. Her conscience couldn't handle it anymore, so she decided to end her own life.
What?
But if she was gonna kill herself, why do it during the seance?
She wanted to hide the truth of her suicide.
Really? Why?
I mean, she had to realize that this would put us in a bit of a pickle, right?
There could only be one reason to hide it in a killing game, right? It's to take us down with her.
Oh, demon face! Ah!
Take us down?
She wanted us to pick the wrong answer during the class trial. So she could bring us all down. She wanted us to die with her.
Yes, die! All you degenerate males, I want you all to die!
Okay, well, she probably just wanted Himiko to die with her, but still.
What?
What are you saying? Tenko wasn't like that. She told me.
Keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. See, that's what I'm saying too. Like, with that, she seemed fine. Why would she kill herself?
What if all of that was just a lie?
A lie?
Wait, we should believe Tenko's last words.
The true terror of class trials is that you shouldn't believe everything said.
Himiko, you said that Tenko would never do anything like that. But how can you be so sure? Did you guys actually know each other? People keep all sorts of secrets. Like Maki. She hid the fact that she's a cold-blooded killer.
You want to die,
Is it wise
son?
of us to trust other people wholeheartedly in this kind of situation?
Jeez, you're such a naive dude.
Naive?
Me? What? What? What kind of what? You're calling me that? What?
We're all just people, you know? Of course we're gonna have some secrets. What matters is whether there's any malice behind them.
People can lie about how malicious their hidden secrets really are.
Well, duh. It's impossible to know for sure what others are thinking. That's why it all comes down to whether or not you believe in yourself. If you get betrayed, it's not their fault. It's your fault for believing in them.
Oh my god, Kaido, I hate you so fucking much. Seriously, I hate you. You are my kryptonite.
That's why I believed in Maki Roll, because I wanted to believe in her.
Oh my god, I swear to god, Kaido, if you call me that one more fucking time.
Just because you're acting all cool doesn't mean you get to skip training.
Hey, come on. Don't you think you're being a little too strict?
Well, we
Oh,
come from
she didn't even
different
say anything this time.
backgrounds. So for now, let's agree to disagree.
I've been through some shit, man.
No one's ever called me naive before. And from Kaito? Seriously?
Okay, seriously, I'm gonna kill somebody later for that.
Whether or not I believe. My heart can't reach Tenko anymore. But I want to believe in her. She wouldn't commit suicide. She wouldn't try to take us down. That's what I want to believe.
Me too. Gonta no can believe Tenko commits suicide.
But if Tenko did commit suicide, that would answer all of our questions.
Except why?
If you insist we believe in Tenko, then provide a reason to do so.
Proper reason.
All right, I'll give you a reason.
Is there a reason?
Yes, there is. Will you trust me, Maki?
Will you?
If it turns out I'm wrong, you can blame me all you like. But for now, I need you to trust in my detective work.
In my Hoge.
God, Baka acting all cool and shit.
I don't believe Tenko would kill herself because of what she said. Yeah.
Okay, everyone, I'll see you guys after the seance.
See, that's what. Okay, all right. So we're saying she didn't actually do it. I was like, what the fuck? Like, my brain. I can't handle this shit. She said, see you guys after. Now, she's had a sudden change of heart. Just because we don't know how she was killed doesn't mean that it was suicide. We should be satisfied with that. If we keep thinking, we'll find the truth. And that means we have to believe in Tenko. I'll make them all believe.
Oh. Oh, lie time. This might be an obligatory lie, actually. Based on the way we set it up, too.
Suicide seems to be the best explanation.
Tenko's
Her
last
plan was
moment.
to take us down with her.
Tenko died instantly.
So she hid her true intentions.
Tenko's not that kind of person. But if Tenko did commit suicide, It would explain how she died during the seance.
She could have secretly grabbed the sickle and then stabbed herself with it.
Boom.
Finally, with the last of her strength, she
Oh.
threw the sickle underneath the floor.
That's it right there.
All the pieces fit.
Here we go.
Everyone thinks that Tango committed suicide, but only because they're latching onto the easiest answer. Get out of this. I need to make them think their suicide theory wouldn't work.
Yeah, I think it's an obligatory lie. What's right here? Okay, she died instantly. Oh, how am I gonna get away with that exactly?
Boom!
I'll reveal the truth.
With a perjury. Break!
Tenko couldn't have thrown the sickle under the floor. Because she died instantly.
Instantly?
Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
I'm certain of it. My investigation determined that she died instantly.
Yes.
What's your opinion, Maki? I'd like to hear from someone who specializes in murder.
Murder?
Maki.
Come on, Maki. Gotta believe in
Right.
me.
I completely forgot about that important detail.
Yes! Ugh! Maki got my back! Woo!
Tenko died instantly.
What?
As an assassin, I specialize in killing my targets swiftly. I have no doubt that Tenko was killed immediately.
Words of a true killer. Pretty sure we can believe everything she said.
Except me!
Thank you, Maki.
How could you forget that, Maki Roll? You better apologize to Shuichi.
No.
Excuse me?
It's okay, Kaito, really. No apology necessary.
No, I'm not letting this go!
Anyway, Tenko died so suddenly that she couldn't have gotten rid of the sickle. Knowing that, the theory that she killed herself just doesn't fit, correct?
Just like I thought. Tenko wouldn't commit suicide.
Thank goodness, Himiko.
God, I hope I'm right.
Which means someone definitely killed Tenko during the seance.
Her suicide was considered because we could not determine how she was killed.
No, there must have been a way. We're gonna figure it out.
Did any of the participants witness anything peculiar during the seance?
Yes, loud
If
sound.
you know something, please speak up. It could be the key to solving this mystery.
Not a bad idea. We should remember what happened at the seance. Let's try to remember. I'm sure there's something. Some kind of clue that will help me solve this mystery.
Oh, here we go. Alright, this one seems pretty obvious. Case child loose forward sound during the seance!
Did anything seem out of the ordinary during the seance?
There is something that bothers me. The fact that the seance failed. The ritual was perfect, and yet it failed.
Yes.
How utterly strange.
Now that I think about it, while we were all singing the song, I heard something fall.
Yeah, there it is, right there.
I'm more concerned about how dark it got in there.
Yeah!
It was totally pitch black. My job was to relight the candles. Moving along the walls was seriously tough.
Okay.
Seemed-
Boom! Oh! Oh, that was interesting. I shot below it. It looked like I missed, but it actually did manage to fall on top of it.
Himiko, you think that something fell because of that sound you heard, right?
Boom.
It sounded like something heavy fell down and hit the floor really hard.
Okay, now the more I'm hearing about Himiko here, I'm thinking it couldn't have been her then, probably. But, so then, well, who would it be then? Would it be Kyo then?
How could have fallen down?
Fallen down? There wasn't anything on the ceiling that could have fallen down, right?
Am I wrong? I thought something fell, but
The sound was pretty loud. It did seem like something hit the floorboards.
A loud sound. Something hit the floorboards. Maybe that sound had something to do with the other thing that happened in the dark.
Oh, the dry blood. Ah, damn it. Oh, the cross piece. Here we go. Sound during the seance. What? Oh, okay. This is where I bring up Blade Kokichi. What? No, I don't understand. It's just someone fell through the floor. Oh fuck, I'm gonna lose at this rate. I was pretty sure I picked this, but that's not it either. Are we saying the statue? Maybe the statue on the no, but it doesn't make sense.
Damn it!
Oh, I'm almost dead. Ah! Oh no! Crosspiece under the floor. Did I? Fuck! Which one did I pick? Did I pick this one or the loose floorboards?
This is it!
There we go. Fuck! Finally.
I think the floorboard coming off had something to do with that sound.
I got confused. I couldn't remember which one it was, whether the loose floorboard or the crosspiece being missing, because they both had that same picture of the wood with the blood on it. Oh god! That was close.
That floorboard came loose at some point during the seance, right?
HP is low though.
Would the floorboard have made such a loud sound though?
It was the sound of an intense impact.
If the impact was that intense, then it could have loosened the floorboard.
That's true. It would have to be a strong impact to make that sound. What was it? What could it possibly be?
All right then, let's go with that. We all gotta put our heads together now.
Okay. Sound during seance, magic circle, crosspiece under the
So
floor,
what made the floorboard
sickle,
come
dried
loose?
blood.
Judging from the sound,
It's gonna be the dried blood problem.
force.
Someone who participated in the seance. Maybe that person tore off the floorboard.
That wouldn't make such a loud crashing sound.
Maybe the wooden statue fell over.
No.
But that statue was still on top of the cage.
Culprit hide under floor. Then stood up with such might.
Yes, there it is. Oh.
Culprit hit the head on the floor, they would be dead.
Damn it!
Ah, shit. Ah, fuck, I'm dead! Made too many mistakes. Fuck me.
But we already said there was no one under the floor.
Someone must have stomped through the floorboard.
Oh.
Floorboard that comes loose when you step on it is dangerous.
Oh, there it is. The
God,
crosspiece.
it's like
Okay.
I'm the only one here who's staying on the ball.
You hardly
Yeah,
have any
here we go.
experience with balls to say that, Mew.
Don't be stupid. Don't you know me and Balls are the best of friends?
I can agree with that. What the fuck? I love how I can agree with Miyu's kinky shit. All right, okay, here we go. Like America's like,
If you hit their head like with that much force, they'd be fucking dead, Shuichi.
oh yeah. Where's my cursor? Oh, there it is. Boom!
I agree.
I agree with Kokichi. Yeah! He agrees with me. I'm the best.
Kokichi is right. The floorboard came loose because someone stomped on it.
But floorboards fit perfect. Going to make sure first time we go to empty room.
When we first saw the room, yes. But when I looked again during the investigation, one of the cross pieces supporting the floorboards was cut off. After examining the cut, I concluded that it must have been done deliberately.
Someone? You mean the culprit, right? Why'd they do that?
What did the culprit stand to gain by cutting the cross piece?
What did they stand to gain? That's the question. To solve this case, I'll need to think carefully about the crosspiece and floorboard. Tenko's body was at one end of the loose floorboard, and the crosspiece that had been cut out was on the other end of the floorboard. The unsupported part was outside the cage, so it could have been stomped on. Only one of the crosspieces was cut, the other two were intact.
So we could lift her up and they could get in the floor, maybe?
One of them was right under Tenko. and the other was in the center, right about where the edge of the cage was. I mean, it would go down and she would be lifted up so that they could get in there, I guess? Oh, yes, because then it would make it possible to get inside the cage. Yes, okay. Because before we were saying, well, there's no way we could get in the floorboard that way. But that would make it possible to go underneath and push it up and get in there. Is the culprit attempting chi by stomping on the floorboard? Or but stomping on it? Think. Come on, think! Hey, man's gambit. Here we go. Oh, it's seesaw, isn't it? Seesaw. Okay. Seesaw. Now what do I write? Seesaw E? Seesaw. Oh, effects. Okay. Really? I need the effect part? I was like, what the fuck is... I see!
That's right. The floorboard might have been used as a seesaw.
I feel like we added the effect on the end of it just to make it a little bit harder.
A seesaw?
Seesaw.
The crosspiece at one end of the floorboard had been cut off. The other two crosspieces holding up that board were close to the cage. Meaning, if you were to apply force to the end of the floorboard with no crosspiece, the next crosspiece would act as a fulcrum to turn the floorboard into a lever. A lever capable of lifting up Tenko's entire body.
Her whole body lifted up?
Okay,
Yeah, that sounds like a seesaw, all right. But why bother lifting Tenko's body?
Was there... What? Was the side inside the cage? I don't know, I'm so confused!
They couldn't have killed Tenko like that, unless they used the sickle.
That's exactly it. Using the seesaw trick, it was possible to kill Tenko with a sickle.
Huh? How?
In order for the culprit to kill Tenko with a seesaw trick, the placement of the sickle is the most important factor.
We're saying it was stuck inside the cage? Floorboard seesaw, the cage, and the blood on the white fabric. What conclusions can I draw from this? So one place the sickle could have been, and that is consistent with the evidence. Next to the cage, under the floorboard, the top of the cage, between the victim and the floorboard. The top of the cage.
That's it!
Yeah. Why? How, though?
The sickle was at the top of the iron cage, with the blade facing down.
Yeah.
The reason we didn't see it was because of the fabric covering the cage.
Oh. Okay, so the blade could slide actually into the cage there, in between the slits. Oh, so Kyo did it, didn't he? Because he was the one who put the cloth there.
Also, the wooden statue kept the blade in place. It's true that the sickle's handle was thick, which made the statue wobble. But the statue's weight kept it from falling over. Once everything was in place, if you stepped hard enough on the seesaw...
Maybe? No, I don't know!
His body would have shot upward and hit the blade on the top of the cage.
Oh, God, I'm so confused. But if that is true, then how would the blade have gotten under the floor? Kokichi, when he lifted it up, right? Then it was when everybody wasn't looking, he tossed it under the floor or something. Dead.
She was bent over, meaning the sickle's blade would have connected with her neck.
The 6-inch sickle blade wasn't long enough to stab Tenko in her crouched position. But with the floorboard acting as a seesaw, it could compensate for the blade's length.
Bringing the victim to the sickle rather than bringing the sickle to the victim. That's definitely an unorthodox idea.
It's crazy, but it would explain how Tenko got stabbed while she was in the cage.
So the sound we heard was the culprit stomping on the floorboard.
Yeah.
That impact make floorboard come loose.
I guess it's gotta be Kyo then.
Looks like we got ourselves a good old-fashioned seesaw homicide. Wait, what the hell's a seesaw homicide? That's fucking crazy!
Wow! The craziness is what really makes the killing game fun, you know?
Yeah!
They can't get away with murder the normal way, so they gotta think outside the box.
Ah.
Kudos, culprit! You did a great job keeping me entertained.
Indeed. Well played, Himiko.
Yeah?
It was you, wasn't it? The one behind the seesaw homicide.
Huh? Why her?
Because she's the only one capable of carrying out this plan.
The only one? Why's that?
Because this seesaw homicide required its location to be prepared beforehand.
By cutting the crosspiece beneath the floorboard, you mean?
Then the culprit would need to lure their victim into the prepared room. That is why you chose that room for the seance. Is it not, Himiko?
However, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use?
No. Oh, here we go. But that's, I see. But that's not true. The other room also had its piece cut out. That's why Kokichi fell to the floor there. I mean, I bet all the other rooms were prepared ahead of time for this too. No, it is Kyo that killed Tenko. Ooh. Was he the one that killed Angie too then?
Oh, in the middle room. Yeah, that middle room's the best.
Oh, yeah! Himiko was the one who chose the site for the seance.
That was clever though, because Kyo he did it that way to make it really look like that she had chosen that place in particular.
She likely found out about my plans for the seance somehow.
You were quite vocal about the seance, Kyo. You even had instructions for it in your lab.
Our culprit, Himiko, prepared her seesaw trap ahead of time. Then she waited for me to host the seance and suggested the middle room. She led us all into holding the seance right where she wanted it.
No.
Then, she killed Tenko, all according to plan.
I feel bad now. I feel bad. I thought it was Himiko this whole time. How dare I? Fuck!
That's a lie, right? Himiko did such a thing?
In the end, Himiko, who Tenko cherished and loved, tragically killed her.
Dead.
Wait! We don't know that, right? He's wrong, right, Himiko? Himiko would never kill Tenko, right?
Kill Tenko? I killed Tenko?
Himiko?
What's wrong, Himiko?
It is true that using the middle room was Himiko's idea. Does that mean Himiko really killed Tenko? Something like that really happened? Something so cruel.
Oh no! What the fuck? No! Blue ball you! Damn! Dead! Shit! Ah, fuck me! No, though. The key is that Kokichi had fallen in the room next door, which shows that every room was likely prepared ahead of time. No, it's gonna be that Kyo killed Tenko. But does that mean he also then killed Angie? But if so, why? Was it also he could do the seance? But if that's the case, then why kill Tenko? I don't know. Man, this is a good one though. This one's really got me guessing. I knew it was only a matter of time, guys, honestly. Danganronpa always gets me in the end, alright? First 2 trials were warm-ups, so now they're getting down to the shit where it's like, now they're fucking with me. Fuck with my brain. I can't keep up with the shit. My bullshit powers can only go so far. It's good though. But I think it is Kyo, at least with Tenko, and maybe it will be then. Maybe it will end up being that it is actually just Kyo that killed both of them. Killed Tenko to keep her quiet? That's not something. I don't know. That is really bizarre. Because it seems like by killing a second person, you're just creating more chances for people to figure out it's you, right? Well, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like and a favorite, and subscribe if you're not already. Become a Peaky Penguin. For this will be where the days are always sunny and the vids are always funny. And as always, guys, till next time,
stay classy!